Welcome back, folks, to round 3 of our trip to Zora's domain. So I just flew down to this lake down here, and I just got this treasure chest that was out in the open. I'm now going to swim back behind this big giant waterfall for a gold rupee. Link! Link is so squirrely in this game, I'm telling you. Alright. I think I'm directly under the bridge here, so I don't have to worry about rain. Okay, so right behind the waterfall you'll see a little platform you can stand on and a false wall to blow up. And our gold rupee. Alright folks, go ahead and go back the way we came. I'm going to take advantage of not having any rain. Because we are directly under the big giant bridge up ahead. Up above, I should say. Overhead, I think, is the word I was looking for. Alright, so where am I heading to next? Back behind this island. We're going to go search all these little islands real quick. There's Sunken treasure, and there's a Koroks seed, I think, on this one. But I won't know until I get there and I can actually see what I'm doing. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get to swimming here. Now I could just do the ice block method and save the stamina, but I'm just getting lazy on you here. And do some swimming instead. I might even have to consume some stamina here. So that probably wasn't the smartest way to go, but it's too late now. I'm committed. And I want to make sure I don't miss any of these treasure chests. There's one over there, but I'll get that on the way back, because that's where that stone monument is, which is where we have to go back to anyway, just because there's a walkway over there that we'll need to get back up topside. Okay, so right down here you got a sunken treasure chest. Ooh, durability up on that. Now that's actually not a bad deal, because those long distance bows, it does help to have longer lasting ones for those guys. Okay, so there is number 1. I think that Koroks seed is actually over here on this island. There should be another sunken treasure chest over here as well. Oh, right in front of me. Awesome. Can never have enough ice arrows, I always say. Okay, so here's our Korok seed. And there, whoops, what am I doing? That's not a treasure. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick scan, make sure I'm not missing anything important here for you. I don't think I am, but I'd hate to, like, just run off and leave something, so... Okay, doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's head back. You should be able to see that stone monument by now. That's probably the treasure chest that's pinging on my Sheikah slate. And that guy is over by the stone monument. Nice. So stone monument number, what is this, 5 by now? I think we've uncovered 5, maybe even 6, I can't remember. Either way, I'll mark it on the map. Crap, I hope I didn't forget that last one. Did I forget that last one? No, I marked it. Excellent. Okay. So from here, all we have to do is walk. And there is no climbing at this point. Because there is a serpentine to get back topside. Or a zigzaggy pattern, whatever you want to call it. And just simply follow this pathway back up from that stone monument. Zigzag your way back and forth. That's why I like to go down to the lake now, because it's not like you have to worry about climbing to get back up here. Alright. Just a little bit further and we'll be back at our main pathway here. And this is the last time the prince is going to catch your attention before you actually make it to Zora's domain. And there should be a monster that pops out at us right after the prince talks to us. So do be aware of that. You're going to have a moblin to deal with. Alright, moving right along. So here we are. So we're on the last little leg of our pathway here. Still lots to do. Treasure, Korok seeds, etc. So I'll try to walk you through that as quickly as possible here. Just follow the main pathway, and when we need to veer off, I'll let you know when and where that's going to be. I'm trying to keep an eye on my map. There's another stone monument over here. And I think there's a Korok seed up on top side of this mountain. I don't think there was anything over there. Okay, so I'm going to go get that stone monument. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to jump on the deer there, but I did by accident. Okay, right where it should be. Okay, so please take the time to read all these guys. It really does give you a good story, good background. And then when you get into Zora's domain and start talking to people, a lot of what they're saying is going to make a lot more sense. And I know the first time I played this game, I was just in a hurry to go out and explore and find things, and I missed a lot of the game when I did that, so I really wish somebody had given me that advice the first time I had played the game. Really, just take your time, enjoy the story, talk to everyone, read everything, watch everything, and you will really have a much better gaming experience. Okay, so I'm going to try to ignore that dancing idiot for now. I don't know if it's going to work out, but I'm going to try. Right now, I just really want to climb up to the top of this thing and see if there's a Korok seed. I just can't remember if there was one up here or not. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so disregard that last. But I think I will go ahead and ice arrow this dude so I can kill him a lot easier. I hate those weapons. I never stock those. Those elemental weapons. They're just not my thing. The only one I ever hold on to is the... God, I can't think of the name of it right now. The Blizzard Rod, I think? Or the... I think it's the Blizzard Rod. Okay, so there's another stone monument. I think this is number 8 now, or number 7. So I think we're going to have one more before we actually hit the city. And then there will only be 2 left. So yeah, that must have been number 7. So we'll hit number 8 right before we go into town. And then there's one as we ascend the waterfalls on the way up to the Lionel. And then there's another one. Oh yeah, okay, so this is the one where the Korok seed's going to be, right on top of this little mountain peak. So instead of staying on the main road, from here we're going to veer off path just slightly and follow some cooking ingredients up. And you might have to do a little bit of climbing, but it won't be too painful. Where are you? There you are. Alrighty. So there's our divine beast spewing water way up into the air. And on that note, there should be a Korok seed. I think it's at the top of this one. So this is where we're heading next. Whoops, I zoomed out a little too far there. So I'm just going to kind of cross over the main path at this point. Take advantage of the elevation while we have it for quicker travel. Right where it should be. So it's a little out of the way, but you're never going to come back up here for anything, so you might as well just get this bad boy now. Okay, and there's another Korok seed while we're up here. It's on this one that jets out over the other side. I think it's actually down a little bit. But either way, I'll come here and I'll find it from there. Almost there, folks. I know we're really going out of our way to get all this stuff, but it's worth it. I mean, you need Korok seeds, and treasure is just a beautiful thing to find in any Zelda game, so the way I see it is this is good stuff. Okay, there's that Korok seed right where it should be. Okay, and there we are for that one. So I'm going to head back to the main path now. Actually, I'll just take a quick look around and make sure I'm not missing anything important. Feel free to harvest those luminous stones if you want them. Okay, so we're back on main path now. And there should be a... Yep. Okay, and that stone monument. There's another Korok seed right around here too. I'm going to go to it now. And it's right around here where these little puddles of water are somewhere. So you might have to do a little bit of climbing to get there. Either way, it's not too far off. It's just a matter of getting to it and figuring out exactly where it is. There we are. And he's fast, too. He's a fast little Dickens. Look at him go. Look at him go. Sheesh. Alrighty. So that's where he was. And I'm just going to fly back down the main path here. There should be one more stone monument before we get into town. Actually, before we get on that big long bridge. So if you get on the bridge, you went too far. And there it is right there. So that's 8 of the 10 stone monuments that you'll need for the side quests later on in the game. I really love that nighttime speed up on that stealth suit. You really do get spoiled with the rate you run around at night. Isn't that cool? I think that is the coolest Zora's Domain out of any Zelda game. Alright folks, so you're going to get into Zora's Domain. The prince is going to catch your attention. He's going to go through a little spiel. Once again, take the time to, read everything. And before we do anything, we're going to go activate the travel gate. First thing you do is activate the travel gate, because you're going to forget, you're going to get excited, and you're going to get sidetracked, and you're going to warp away. And then you're going to realize you forgot to activate the travel gate at the shrine in town. And then you're going to have to come all the way back here. It's really disheartening if that were to happen to you. So, what I always say is, as soon as you arrive in Zora's Domain, the first thing we're going to do is activate the travel gate at the shrine. And in order to do that, you just go straight through, and you should see it lit up back there behind the fountain, behind the statue. Alright. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do after that is, of course, walk around the shrine. Picture takers, you got a silver longsword there for your photo condominium, whatever you want to call that photo album. So you got some seeds and some bright-eyed crabs back behind the shrine as well. Alright, so anyway, first thing you want to do in town is talk to the king. The reason is because nothing else really works right until you do talk to the king. So talk to the king, and then you can talk to everybody else, and everything else will work properly. And this will also get the little storyline going for the Divine Beast roaring at you and all that fun stuff. So once again, folks, my advice, take your time, read everything, talk to everyone. When we come back, I'll give you my Zora's Domain walkthrough.